At this point, Luffy asked Vegapunk, "Can this Iron Giant move?" So, he told them, this Iron Giant attacked the Holy Land Mary Joie 200 years ago. If it wakes up, it will attack the Holy Land Mary Joie once again, which made Chopper scared, and he revealed, this Iron Giant was created 900 years ago, surprising Luffy's group. While Luffy was very excited, he wants to awaken this robot. Luffy even hit the Iron Giant's head. While Jinbei didn't understand why the Iron Giant attacked Mary Joie, but Vegapunk also didn't know. He only heard about it 200 years ago. When the Iron Giant attacked Mary Joie, it ran out of energy, so it didn't cause too much damage to Mary Joie. But for scientists, it was a great opportunity, because this Iron Giant is such advanced technology. It makes Luffy even more intrigued. Vegapunk said he also doesn't know where this Iron Giant comes from, and the world government has ordered its destruction. But scientists have tried to protect this Iron Giant and place it here. Even the world government doesn't know this. At this point, Luffy immediately told Vegapunk to restore it, so he could control it and turn it into his own robot. But Vegapunk still couldn't do it. At this point, Vegapunk was very surprised, because Luffy's group has found this secret garbage dump. Luffy explained that they stumbled upon here through the wall, while Robin's group was still following Luffy, and they had also heard the whole story. This surprised Nami, because she didn't know who would want to attack the Celestial Dragons. Frankie didn't understand why the Iron Giant could enter Mary Joie. Sanji thought it resembled the robot that brought them here. Shaka explained that it was created based on the Iron Giant, but currently, they still cannot restore its energy, surprising everyone, because even Vegapunk cannot do this. Shaka explained, because the Iron Giant uses a strange energy source from the past, so they cannot restore it. At this moment, they noticed Bonnie. Unexpectedly, she was traveling with Luffy's group. Seeing that Bonnie still hadn't woken up, Vegapunk remembered Kuma, and he felt guilty towards Bonnie. So, Luffy immediately told him to kneel down and apologize to Bonnie. He said there was something important he wanted to give to Bonnie, and Vegapunk asked Luffy, "Can you help me get out of Egghead?" Outside Egghead, Lucci's group is advancing in. They then spotted the giant monsters. He recognized them as Vegapunk's guards, so Lucci immediately ordered to attack them. Seeing that they had defeated the giant monsters, Pythagoras promptly informed Shaka that the world government had dispatched CP0 here, making Nami's group worried, as they knew it was Lucci who had come. But Lilith said just handing over the Straw Hat Pirates to Lucci would suffice, making everyone fearful. At this moment, Shaka made the decision. They would fight against the world government, on the side of the Revolutionary Army. Kuma is trying to move, while everyone is trying to repair him, making people puzzled about what Kuma is trying to do. Suddenly, Kuma is trying to run away, causing worry for Dragon and Ivankov, so they immediately try to stop him. But Kuma promptly uses his devil fruit power to depart. At this point, Pythagoras demands that Lucci return Seraphim to them, and tells him to leave the island immediately. At this moment, Lucci states that he's here to investigate the disappearance of Cypher Pole. This angers Lilith. She realizes that they are lying. On Luffy's side, they are surprised, because Vegapunk wants to leave. While he still seems very proud, he introduces to them that this island was built by him. Despite facing shortages in manpower and budget multiple times, he finally managed to build this island of the future, and his dream is to create a world provided with free energy that would help the world be free from war. But Luffy is completely uninterested. It's only now that he tells them the reason Vegapunk wants to leave this island. He wants to unlock the secret of the Void Century, to search for the power source of this Iron Giant. But if he does, he'll be eradicated by the world government just like Ohara. Suddenly, the city was attacked. While Pythagoras was trying to chase Lucci away, at this moment, Lucci ordered everyone on the ship that they would abandon the ship and infiltrate Egghead, leaving the ship here as bait. So, Seraphim Kuma teleported them to the island, and the sea monsters attacked the ship. On Luffy's side, they thought the city was under attack, but Vegapunk said the explosion was outside the island. He realized that the CP0 had arrived, while Luffy only thought they were no different from CP9. Then Jinbei informed Luffy they were much stronger than CP9. At this point, Lucci had infiltrated the city. It made them very intrigued, because the city was too modern. The employees here also recognized them as CP0. Shaka's group also noticed they had entered the city, making everyone worried, because this guy turned out to be Lucci. Sanji was determined to protect Robin this time, while Shaka wondered how they got in here. as their ship was destroyed by sea monsters outside. Pythagoras speculated it was because of Seraphim Kuma's powers. Shaka realized they had abandoned the ship. Realizing they were prepared to sacrifice on this island, he immediately informed everyone, telling Atlas to return to the laboratory, and instructing Sentomaru to evacuate everyone. At that moment, he released all the Seraphim. Turns out Seraphim number 1 is S-Hawk, a version of Mahawk. Seraphim number 3 is Snake, a version of Boa Hancock. Seraphim number 4 is S-Shark, a version of Jimbei. Thus, he ordered the Seraphim to attack. Vegapunk realized that the world government had ordered his assassination, so he wants Luffy to take him off this island. Luffy immediately agrees, because he finds his head intriguing. But first, Vegapunk wants to take Bonnie to Labophase, and he tells Luffy to use the flying rocket to get there. This makes Luffy excited, but Vegapunk immediately disappears. On the CP0 side, they see the giant dragon, causing them to be frightened. So, Kaku decides to fight it. When the dragon attacks, he also flies up to attack the dragon. Unexpectedly, his attack passes through the dragon. Stussy says it's just a 3D image, and the dragon disappears. So, Kaku immediately flew up to Labophase above the clouds. Unexpectedly, he immediately fell into a trap and exploded. Stussy explains, Labophase is protected by a solid defense system. Thus, she tells Lucci not to underestimate Vegapunk. Suddenly, Atlas ran over to chase them away, surprising Kaku. Stussy said she is one of Vegapunk's clones. Seeing Atlas about to attack Lucci, making Nami's group worried, and Shaka told her to stop. But Atlas still stubbornly refused to listen to him, surprising Lucci, because Vegapunk had such a foolish clone. So, he released his devil fruit power, deciding to fight Atlas. When Atlas attacked, he managed to dodge, and immediately used Rokuogan to attack her. With just one blow, he defeated Atlas, causing her head to explode. At this moment, Shaka warned everyone. He told them to run away. While Luffy's group was happily searching for Vegapunk's rocket, suddenly, he saw Lucci's group, surprising them, not understanding why he came here. While Lucci was intending to catch Luffy, Kaku warned him, Luffy is now one of the 4 emperors, so, they couldn't do anything foolish. Suddenly, Luffy saw a Saibot that had been defeated. As he ran closer, he only then realized it was Atlas, and earlier, she had provided them with food. Seeing Atlas heavily injured, so, Luffy asked, did you do this to her? Lucci replied, this is the work of the world government. But, Luffy didn't care because Atlas had given him food. Thus, Luffy decided to fight Lucci. On the side of the marine headquarters, when Akainu learned that Luffy was at Egghead, it made him very angry. But, the world government has sent CP0 there. Now, Akainu is worried that Vegapunk will side with the Straw Hats. So, Kizaru has begun to depart for Egghead, to prevent the cooperation between Luffy and Vegapunk. Akainu orders his subordinates to inform Lucci. He must absolutely not engage with Luffy before the navy arrives. On the side of Egghead Island, everyone is still fearful. So, Jimbei and Chopper intend to take Bonnie and Atlas away, while Luffy is preparing to fight Lucci. Despite knowing Luffy has become a Yonko, Lucci remains undeterred. Jimbei advises Luffy that now is not the time for fighting, but Luffy still decides to battle him, because what he has done here cannot be overlooked. So, Luffy immediately attacks Lucci, but he manages to block it. Lucci continues to counterattack Luffy. Thus, both of them used Haki to fight each other. Unexpectedly, Lucci knocked Luffy away, but it still didn't affect him much. At this point, Lucci was puzzled by Luffy's wanted poster, which looked odd. So, Luffy decided to show him his new state. Luffy then activated the awakening power of his devil fruit. Feeling his heartbeat like a drum, he activated Gear 5, turning his hair white. Everyone sensed this tremendous power, while Lucci was quite pleased, seeing Luffy's newfound strength. Chopper and Jimbei were also surprised, and they realized this was Luffy's Gear 5 state. Unexpectedly, Luffy dashed towards Lucci with incredible speed, and he immediately slammed him into the wall. Seeing this strength of Luffy's surprised everyone, but Stussy found him rather foolish. Nami's group also realized it, that this was the power Luffy used to defeat Kaido, surprising Shaka. So, he relayed the information to Vegapunk. At this moment, Lucci could still stand up, seeing Luffy looking very cheerful, making him uncomfortable. So, he decided to also activate his Devil Fruit's awakening power, surprising Luffy, because this is Lucci's awakened form. He then rushed towards Luffy at a very fast speed. Shaka realized when a zone fruit awakens, it will steal the user's personality. He then attacked Luffy very quickly, but he managed to dodge, even teasing him, which made him angry, chasing Luffy all over the city. But he still couldn't hit Luffy. Suddenly, Vegapunk also ran into the surveillance room, because he also wanted to see Luffy's Warrior of Liberation state. So, he immediately asked them for information about it, but Nami's group only knew this power came from the Gomu no Mi, surprising Vegapunk, because in his encyclopedia, there's no devil fruit named Gomu, leaving everyone shocked. Seeing Luffy's Gear 5 state looks very impressive, Vegapunk was delighted, and he understood everything, so, he told everyone, that this form of Luffy's resembles an ancient deity. This surprised Robin. Vegapunk said that the Warrior of Liberation often plays the role of a clown, to bring joy to everyone. They call him Sun God Nika. However, Nami doesn't know this name, Nika, because he has been erased from history by the world government. Vegapunk explained that as long as there are people who long for him, Sun God Nika will never disappear, so that longing has become a devil fruit, and it embodies humanity's desire for evolution. While Lucci continues to attack Luffy relentlessly, he cannot land a hit on him. Vegapunk explains to everyone. Although devil fruit powers are bestowed by nature, but it comes with a punishment, which is the sea. While Luffy and Lucci exchanged powerful punches, causing both to be thrown back, Vegapunk explained his entire theory about devil fruits, leaving everyone surprised. Don't you find this world fascinating? Sentomaru was monitoring the battle between Luffy and Lucci, which made him angry, because this wasn't the place for battles between the world government and pirates. Suddenly, Vegapunk contacted him. It turned out he had gathered all the Seraphim to assist CP0, but Vegapunk said he was being pursued by CP0, so CP0 was their enemy. He reminded Sentomaru that he owed him once, because Vegapunk had saved him from poverty in the past. Thus, Sentomaru had to help Vegapunk. This made CP0 worried, because Sentomaru had 3 Seraphim with him. They didn't expect Sentomaru to command Seraphim S-Bear. And S-Bear immediately attacked them. At that moment, they realized, the Seraphim always obey the orders of those with higher ranks. The highest is the 5 elders, next is Vegapunk, then comes Sentomaru. Lastly, it's the turn of CP0, so they lost control over the Seraphim. While Lucci was still relentlessly attacking Luffy, Luffy began to fight back against him. At this point, Sentomaru ordered the Seraphim to support the Straw Hat crew. Jinbei realized they were representatives of the former 7 warlords of the sea. On Luffy's side, he was enjoying the fight with Lucci. He kept attacking him relentlessly, and Luffy delivered a powerful blow to Lucci, sending him flying into a building. Seeing Sentomaru, so, Luffy immediately went to talk to him. Sentomaru asked, "Are you planning to help Vegapunk leave here, right?" He asked, "So, it's easy." Suddenly, Lucci stood up again, and he immediately attacked Sentomaru by surprise, making him fall. It turns out he wants to regain control of the Seraphim. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to support Oni-chan in the next videos. Thank you for watching. Love you all.